Hello everyone and welcome to a game called Butterfly Queen. This is a point-and-click adventure demo. I'm very excited to play it. The style is a little simplistic, but I really want to look into this one because it looks interesting. So let's go ahead and start the adventure with the butterfly thing. This is not the first time you've had this dream. You're in pitch blackness, wandering aimlessly. There are no doors, no roads. You don't know how you got here, and you don't know the way out. You don't know how long you're walking before you see it. It's the only thing visible in this bizarre void, but that isn't the only reason you follow after it. The moment you see it, you feel something pulling you forward, like a thick cord connecting you and the creature fluttering past you. Your quiet steps soon break into a run. How can something small fly so fast? And then you see it stop. It flaps its wings one last time and settles onto an outstretched hand. You can't make out the features. You can't make out the features of the woman ahead of you at first. You squint in her direction, trying to place her. And then she turns towards you, her sharp blue eyes fixing onto yours. Huh? You push yourself off the ground, wincing at a sharp pain in your side. Sleeping on dirt is never good for you. I guess I fell asleep out here. It's so warm today. I suppose I'm not going to be any better at focusing on my classwork out here than at home. I should get back. If I'm gone too long, I'll miss dinner, okay? Let's get up then. Your math notebook, though, is filled with way more doodles and stories than it is with equations. I barely got anything done before I nodded off. I'll have to stay up late tonight. You're a little worried about failing, but how can you be expected to focus on something so dual? You know it's important, but it feels like the life everyone wants you to have is at odds with your nature. If you'll truly need all this someday, will you be satisfied with where you are? But it doesn't really matter. This is how things are. Dreams and stories aren't real. There we go. I guess it's time to head home. Not that anyone will really be waiting up for me. Huh? That's... The fluttering blue wings from your dream flash through your mind. You know it's just a bug, but your feet are moving before you realize. Hey, wait a moment. Don't fly off. It doesn't listen to you, because it's a butterfly. You feel a little silly. Hold on, Mr. Butterfly. I need to talk to you. The ships are out on the water again. That means your father will be late coming home. You don't see him much, as it is. Your job is to go to school, and his is to go to work. No part of the arrangement ever led you to believe an emotional connection with one another was required. Your mother is always home, but you both prefer the company of others. As long as you're quiet and do what you're told, everyone's jobs are a little easier. You hate the smell of fish, so we're really disconnected from our parents. It's fluttering in place, hovering over the well. You wonder if it's looking for flowers, food, or trying to find its way home. It surely won't find any of it here. Hey, little guy, hold still, won't you? I'm not going to hurt you. You're not sure what you expect to happen if you catch it. You don't have anything to carry it home in, and you wouldn't be allowed to keep it either way. But it's so close, and you can't help but try. You reach a hand up slowly, encouraged by the way it floats in place, but it flies out of your grasp at the last moment. Damn. You pause for a moment, looking around, but as you thought, there's nobody here but you and the butterfly. If you do things you really aren't supposed to, nobody will know. You reach out again for the butterfly, not so gently this time. Again it flies away just before you make contact. You lean forward, standing on your toes. You've almost got it. What? You're not paying attention to your footing. You lose your balance. You're able to grab onto the edge of the well, ensuring you don't fall. Thank goodness. I need to be more careful. Hold on. Your notebook. You had it in your hand a moment ago. Where? Oh dear. Did it fall down the well? No. This old thing had been here as long as you can remember. It used to be stuck firmly in the ground, but years of rain and snow wore away at the dirt beneath it. You don't know if there's actually anyone buried there, but it still feels wrong to pick it up. Sorry, I'll put it back in a minute. The trees here are tall, and you don't have any footholds to use to climb them. Not that you're particularly good at climbing trees to begin with. You'd be in trouble if someone saw you doing something so reckless. If you want to collect any branches, you'll need to find some on the ground. Where? There's no branches anywhere. Peering down the darkness of the well, you feel your heart sink. There's your notebook, at least a foot down the well. It's caught on a jagged brick that sticks out too far from the wall. You must have dropped it when you were trying to catch your balance. Getting it back will be no easy task. The wooden cross is too wide for you to hold comfortably, but if you can get a good angle, you should be able to use it to bring your notebook back up. The wood is old and splintering in places. You're reminded what its actual purpose is. And you gulp, but you don't have anything else to use. It seems like it's long enough. Let's see. You reach down with the cross, holding on to the lip of the well. You reach down with the cross, holding on to the lip of the well with your other hand to ensure you don't fall. You can barely reach the notebook, but it's not quite close enough to wedge it underneath. You prod at it a bit, trying to get a good angle. The flutter of soft wings next to your ear distracts you, and you look away from what you're doing, long enough to miss how close the notebook is to the edge, and the clumsy way the cross hits against it. When you look back, it's already falling. No! Without thinking, you let go of the cross and reach forward with both your hands to grab for it, but of course your fingers grasp at nothing but air. Your notebook is plummeting into the depths, and a moment later, you're falling with it. Ah! It's dark the next time you open your eyes. Your head is throbbing, and your body aches all over. But you suppose you're lucky. It isn't any worse than that. With a fall like that, you're surprised you woke up at all. It's clear, though, as you squint into the darkness, waiting for your eyes to adjust, that you aren't at the bottom of a well right now. Did somebody see you and pull you back up? Why would they leave you here, though? Where is here? Hello? It must have broken in the fall. There's absolutely no way someone picked it up off the floor of the well and brought it here for you. There's no justification you can give yourself. Did it land here on its own? What's that? There's some kind of odd sap leaking from the mushrooms? Curiously, you reach out and touch it. Ugh, gross. It's as sticky as glue. You pull your hand back, but your fingers drag some of it with them. You hurriedly wipe your hand off before it dries. At least, if you ever need to stick something back together, you'll be in luck. Foreshadowing? There aren't many flowers growing here, so when you do see one, it stands out. How pretty. You pluck it and store it gently in your pocket. Oh, we're gonna kill all the flowers, huh? Your notebook. You thought you'd lost it for good this time. You scoop it back up, holding on to it like a life raft. The cold night air feels a little warmer now. To be frank, it being here raises more questions than it answers. Perhaps you managed to catch it before you passed out, and whoever saved you carried it along with you, all the way to this strange place. You cannot think of any reason someone would save you only to abandon you in a completely different forest. Something about this place sets your hair on end. You keep hearing strange noises, unlike any in the woods near your home. And those dark eyes. And those eyes in the dark seem almost like they're getting closer. The size of the creature has you taking hurried steps backwards, though it's not like any panther or mountain lion you've ever seen. Where are you going? You just got here. Who? Did you say that? Who else? We are alone here. Well, as alone as anyone can truly be in a dream. A dream? So I'm asleep right now. It would be hard to argue that you're awake and lucid to talk to a talking cat. It would explain a lot. But you have never been this aware in a dream before, and try as you might, you cannot force yourself awake again. Asleep? Well, in a matter of speaking, perhaps. But as far as I can see, you're awake as any other. How could I be in a dream if I'm awake? Because you were brought here, naturally. Brought here? A shiver travels down your spine. That's what you'd assume, was it not? That someone had plucked you out of the well and carried you all the way here. But that isn't really possible, after all. If you were brought here, it couldn't be as simple as that. Who brought me here? Was it you? Oh, certainly not. There's not much I can do, confined to a place like this. As for who it was, you're in a better position to figure that out than I am. I was following something. That's how it happened, right? The cat tilts his head at you, as if it's unsure whether you're asking a question. You suppose that's fair. I don't know what happened before you arrived, but if you're following something... What is that? That's it. It's here too. Wait! It flies off before you can react, fluttering between a gap in a mass of thick, thorny vines and out of sight. It's gone again. The cat is staring, looking off in the direction the butterfly went. Then it turns, fixing its gaze on you, its eyes narrow. Well, aren't you going to follow it? Follow it? How could I do that? Yeah, how could I? I don't want to follow anything that brought me here. The door is much smaller than you're used to, but surely you can still fit through it. You pull up the handle, but it's locked, of course. Well, where are we going to follow it to, and how are we going to get there? Oh, we got thorns in the way. You hesitantly reach out to touch the vines. They don't twist or writhe or drag you in. As far as you can tell, they're just plants. You're not sure what you were expecting. You grab at them more firmly, trying to avoid the sharp thorns growing along them. But even if you pull with all your might, you can't tear them loose. The trees around are all thickly overgrown. Between them and the vines, it's as if there's a wall keeping you out. Or keeping you in, rather. Is there another way out of here? Maybe we can go around. Every opening in this forest is sealed in the same way, I'm afraid. These vines all grew one day, and since then we who live in these woods have been unable to leave. I see. Are there others here, then? It isn't just you. There are others, yes. Perhaps if you can find them, They will help you make it out. There's only so much I can do. I don't have hands, you see. You have eyes, so can you help me look around for them? I guess I'm not gonna pick it up and try to glue it back together. Can I read my own notebook? No. No, I did not. Let me think of something. Because technically I don't have anything to cut this with unless I give it a good old paper cut. I may just talk to the cat. The door on the tree there, do you know how to open it? How to open it? Surely it opens the same way as any other door. You think the cat is making fun of you. Well, yes, but it's locked. Do you have a key? I do not, but someone must. Have you tried knocking? No, I have not. I'm going to knock on the door. I'll save and then I'll knock on the door. You reach out a hand to the door. Feeling a little foolish, you pause, but then knock firmly 3 times. The door creaks open, but the crack is surely not wide enough to fit yourself through. Is someone there? Please, can I come through? Why should I let you? What? I'm trying to find my way out of here. You pat the pockets of your dress, looking for something to offer in exchange. I can give you something if you let me in. The door opens a bit wider. You can barely see the silhouette of a person, a bit smaller than you. What will you give me? What would you like? Oh, it's so dreary in here. Do you have anything with a spot of color? Yes, I have this beautiful blue flower. Will this do? The person behind the door studies your offering. Pretty. Oh, but that's too much color. That would never suit me. The door closes a bit more, the crack narrowing so you can barely see through it. Guess not. Too much color. I have a bow in my hair. That's the only other thing that's colored. My eyes are colored. Are you gonna take those too? You want my notebook? Absolutely not. Not giving the notebook away. Aha, I found something. There aren't that many flowers growing here, so when you do see one, it stands out. How pretty. You pluck it and store it gently in your pocket. But now we give it to this person. Will this do? The person behind the door studies your offering. Oh, are you really giving this to me? I am. You can have it if you let me in. There's a pause as they consider the trade, but soon a thin hand snakes out and grabs the flower. The door slowly creaks the rest of the way open, though your new friend has already scampered off before you can get a good look at them. Well, at least it opened. You duck your head to fit yourself through the door and crawl through the little passageway behind it. You've learned by now not to be surprised by whatever you see here, but you still need to take a moment to take in the sight of the little town you stumbled onto. You see someone wearing the little white flower you passed through the door earlier. You suppose expecting they weren't a normal child like you was a bit silly. You suppose expecting they were a normal child like you was a bit silly. Hello. Ah. Hi. Thank you for the flower. I like it. I'm glad. Thank you for opening the door. They duck their head, hiding their face. They must be shy. It's a lot harder to be scared now. This is so much nicer than the dark woods on the other side of the door. But who are all these strangers? Hi. I'm not supposed to let anyone in that I don't know, but you were nice. If you're nice to us, we'll be nice back. That's a lovely way to live, I think. Thanks. We have to be careful, though. There are many things in this forest that only look nice. Like talking cats, they only look nice. What an odd device. It looks just like a flower. The fairy at the counter looks up from what she's doing. Oh yeah, cool, right? I found that thing years ago, back before the forest was sealed off. It doesn't really work, though. It doesn't? Nope. Sometimes I can hear it ticking, but it doesn't tell time. I thought maybe it was busted, so I tried to open the compartment on the side and take a look, but there's no screws or latch. If we weren't all stuck in here forever, I'd have taken it back to the clockmaker. He'd know. Clockmaker? Oh, well, it's still nice to look at, right? Yes, it's very nice. Hello. Good evening. You're a new face around here. Yes, I've only just arrived. Well, I hope you like where you've been found. Well, I hope you like what you found. Leaving again is out of the question. The way she says that sounds more like a command than compliance. You decide it's better not to mention what you're doing right now. Well, now that you're here, what do you think? About? My collection, of course. I found all these things in the woods. Aren't they cool? Take a closer look, but don't touch. Oh, they are nice. I know, right? If you find anything new, show it to me. Though I'm sure I've already picked up everything that's laying around. Can I bring the cross in now? Dang it, I can't bring the cross in. You wrap your hands around the ivy and rip it free of its roots. At least not all the plants around here are so invulnerable. Look at this mad troll. Gnome. The fairy is sadly sitting next to a pile of logs, staring at a broken axe in his hands. Excuse me. Huh? Speak up, lass. I can barely hear you. You didn't think you were that quiet, but you raise your voice anyway. You point to the logs. Do you need all those? I'd like a few if you don't mind. You need logs, huh? Well, I'd love to help you out. Problem is, there is all I got left. Oh, he gestures with the broken pieces of his axe. Could have chopped down half the forest by this time you turned up, if it weren't for this. Unless I find a way to fix my axe, I can't part with any more wood. Sorry, lass. I really do wish I could help you out. That's okay. I'm sorry to bother you. Oh, no. I don't think he can tie it back together. But if I get that stuff and I go to the sap, maybe we can glue it back together, huh? Oh, there's a waterfall. You dip your toes in, but bring your foot back up with a yelp. It's ice cold! Cold and deep from the looks of it. You didn't even reach the bottom. If you want to get across, you'll need something to use as a bridge. Guess the logs. The water in the river is far too cold and deep for you to get over it. You'll need a way across. Is that all you're gonna tell me? I doubt we use the vine. Oh! You lay the ivy down by the river, holding it down so it's not swept away. You can't walk across on just a few vines, but it's strong enough that you could use it to tie down something else. Well, I guess we are gonna tie down the logs once I get a hold of it. Oh, what's this? What a cute frog! You watch it hopping around for a while before you get the idea to catch it. Come here, little guy. You walk up slowly, crouching down with your hands outstretched. It tries to jump away at the last moment, but you leap forward and close your hands around it. It wriggles to get free, but you hold on tight. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Just sit in my pocket for a little, all right? You want a frog? Hey, take a look at this. You open your hands, revealing the frog. You see the fairy's eyes light up. Whoa! No way! Where'd you get it? I've tried to catch one before, but I'm not fast enough. Hey, will you give that to me? And what will you give me for it? How about this? She holds up a heavy-looking white shell. I found it by the water ages ago, so it's gotta be a fair trade, right? All right, I'll take it. You hand over the frog, and she cradles it gently in her hand. Ah, this is so cool, thanks. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I use the shell to gather the sap, right? You'd rather not touch the sap with your hands, but you think you might need some. You pluck the cap off the nearby mushroom to gather it up instead. It looks as strong as glue. It should easily be able to repair something small. You mean something small? Like the axe? The small man's small, tiny axe? What is this you're handing me, lass? I gathered it from the forest. I think it should be able to repair your axe. Is that so? Let's give this a try. He dips the two pieces of his axe in the sap and holds them together firmly for a minute before letting go. It holds. Well, would you look at that? Good as new. He stands up all so suddenly that you jump back, startled. He takes the axe and chops a nearby mushroom off at the stem, hoisting the axe above his head and cackling. Ha 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 ha! Guess who's back in business? I'll have enough wood for the whole town by the end of the night. He turns back to you, and you try not to flinch at the gleaming of the axe. People here are so odd. Thanks, lass. I owe you one. You can take as much wood as you need. Thank you. You gather up a few logs and scurry away. Now we go up the river, put the logs down. With a little effort, you manage to roll the logs onto the river, though long enough to reach across, luckily. You tentatively put your foot onto one, but it rolls around too easily. You'll lose your balance if you try to cross it now. You take the ivy and wrap it around the logs, weaving it through and tying it into a strong knot. There, that should hold. You step onto it carefully, and it stays in place. Excellent. I'm surprised the ivy just didn't go all the way down the stream. But here we can go across now. You eye the bubbling pool nervously. If you listen carefully, you can almost hear it sizzling. It doesn't look hot, but there's no way it's safe to touch with your bare hands. The little fairy is poking at the pool with a long stick. When the tip touches the liquid, it sizzles and dissolves into sludge. I threw a mushroom into the pool to see what would happen. It sizzled and bubbled like crazy, and it never came back up. But I threw a rock in it, and it just skipped to the other side. I'm going to grab some more plants. Scary, but you better not touch it yourself. But I can carry some of the shell. You dip the shell into the pool carefully, and breathe a sigh of relief when it comes out unscathed. You fill the shell with the strange bubbling liquid, holding it carefully so it doesn't spill. If you get any of it on you, well, you'll just have to walk slowly, alright? We'll slowly walk back out to the vines, and put it on the vines, I suppose. Oh, you found something interesting, haven't you? I think this can dissolve plants. Maybe more than that. It should be able to kill the vines. Well, let's see it. The cat's grin is almost as wide as its face. You shiver and pull your gaze away. Slowly, carefully, you lift the shell above your head and pour it onto the vines. It sizzles and hisses as it flows down, the thick vines weakening and falling around your feet. And suddenly, just as soon as you can see the other side, there's a terrible, horrible sound. And there's a sudden blast of wind, and you Close your eyes against it, dropping to your knees as you cover your ears to block out the horrible screeching. What? What's going on? If there's a response, you can't hear it, but the feeling of the wind fades a bit, and you open your eyes carefully. The cat has moved around to stand in front of you, staring intently at the land outside the forest. For a moment before your vision clears, it looks bigger somehow. Look alive, Alice. You broke the seal. We're free to go as we please. Seal? Wasn't it just some vines? The terrible screeching soon fades away to silence, and the air stills. You carefully get back to your feet. The cat curls around your feet, looking to all the world like a normal house cat. Thank you, Alice. It's been years since I've seen a bright, sunny sky. You blink against the light revealed by the opening. It is sunny, but it's as black as night in the forest. You just assumed night had fallen. Is something wrong, Alice? You look worried. Have you forgotten what you're after? You wanted to follow that butterfly, right? The butterfly? This whole time, you've just been thinking of getting out of the woods. You need to find your way home somehow. But the image in your head of those bright blue wings tugs on something in your chest. You take a step forward without even thinking about it. Oh, how interesting. Well then, shall we? I did say I'd help you out, after all. You'll find what you're looking for, don't worry. For some reason, that doesn't reassure. The path out of the forest is long, and for a while there's not much to see. As you get further from the woods, the gnarled plants and strange mushrooms start to die off. It begins to look almost like your world. But the view, slowly growing larger ahead of you, keeps your head squarely on your shoulders. The tall towers of the castle up ahead wouldn't fit in back home at all. This place looks a bit different since the last time I was here. You've been here before? Well, I didn't always live in a dark forest sealed off from the rest of the world. Who would do that? I don't see that butterfly anywhere. Don't you? Look up! You stare up at the castle. It's massive, its towers climbing high into the sky. Each has a banner hanging from the highest window with a symbol painted on it in bright blue. That's not... No? Staring at the huge barred door to the castle, you can almost hear something calling for you, but you shake your head. They're not going to just let me in, it's a castle. Maybe not, but there must be a way in. No fun allowed. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Let me just save real quick. There's a strange child with an odd appearance sadly hopping across the pavement. Curiously, you approach. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, have you never played hopscotch? Well, there's probably a lot of games you haven't played. You really couldn't get away with much of that back at home. It's okay. I can show you how to play if you want. Though I'd really rather be dancing. Dancing? Yeah, but I'm not allowed to anymore. The child wrinkles their nose and frowns in the direction of the guards. Apparently, it's an eyesore and I'm disturbing the Queen's peace. That's so dumb. The Queen never used to care about things like that before. What kind of person is the Queen? Oh, she's, well, I can't blasphemize her. She'll chop my head off. Well, I've never met her myself, but I hear she's absolutely gorgeous. Problem is, most people who go in to meet her don't come back out. Oh, that's great to hear. You shift nervously. If you go into the castle, are you going to? Anyway, I don't care about all that. I'd still be dancing, but the guards took my cards. Cards? Why would you need cards to dance? I have a whole routine. It won't be the same without it. I'd love to show you. You leave the child be. You know, this could be something useful. Huh? If someone in town is breaking the rules, surely those guards will have to leave their posts. I suppose so. Is this a guard? Oh no. What are you looking at? I need to get into that dumpster. So what? So you're in the way. I'd like you to move. Yeah, well, I'd like a lot of things. Too bad. You swallowed the urge to shove him off the dumpster yourself. Well, what would you like? He pauses for a minute, clearly not expecting to be asked something so directly. After a moment, he makes up his mind. If you catch me one of those bitsy fish in the moat, I'll let you have the dumpster. The fish? That seems a little dangerous. What are you going to do with it? None of your business. All you have to do is get it for me. Well, get going. You might as well come back and just push him after all. No. There aren't that many flowers growing here, so I reached my hand all the way up this tower and plucked it. How pretty. You pluck it and store it gently in your pocket. There's an odd patch of dirt in the ground here with nothing growing on it. It's soft. Is there meant to be a garden here? If you have something to plant, you suppose you could use it. There's another flower here. Do I get that one? There's the fish, but hold on. In front of the huge castle door, 2 guards are stationed. You approach hesitantly. Excuse me. Ha! Who goes there? Me. I do. And who is me supposed to be? My name is Alice. Alice, huh? And what do you want? I need to get into the castle. No way! No can do, kid. Nothing is allowed in unless they've been invited. Queen's orders. You don't want to get on her bad side, or all our heads will roll. She gets antsy going so long without any challenges. She's got to entertain herself somehow. You back away. That's a direct threat, if you've ever heard one. The cat slinks out from wherever it's hidden away, wrapping itself around your legs. Don't let them scare you, Alice. You won't be in any danger. How could you know that? Because I'll make sure you aren't. Now let me find a way inside. We'll need to get those 2 clowns away from the door somehow. Can I pluck the flower off his thing? You peer down in the water to watch the fish swim by. One comes right up to the surface. Ah! It got awfully close to your face, but you didn't know fish could have teeth that sharp. Like a piranha? Better not stick your fingers in the water. Oh boy. You wait until the guards are looking away and reach up, but you aren't tall enough to knock off the board. You need something longer to reach it with. You can't go in the guards with the guards looking at you right now. Besides, the door is still latched. Pardon me. Did you need something? Can I have your flower? Flower? Oh, this thing? Sure, if you really want it. It doesn't go with the uniform anyway. Thank you. Run along now. Okay, don't cause any trouble. Oh, I really did take his flower. Can I please get into the castle? Sorry, kid, you know I can't let you in. Why don't you go play with the other kids? 'Cause I'm not like the other kids. They don't understand me. The ladder is way too high up for you to reach. You have to knock it down with something if you want to climb up. Perhaps there's something around here you can throw. I doubt I could throw a flower at it. There's another thing. No dancing allowed. What a strange rule. The queen hates fun, I hear. Don't be silly. There must be a real reason for it. What's this? Who knows when you'll need to hit something far away? What does this mean? Oh no, we don't need to come back here. No, 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 no. We can only move ahead, no backtracking. Alright, let's just knock it down. You throw the rock as hard as you can and it hits the ladder head on. That was enough to knock it loose. It seems the ladder unrolls all the way down to the ground. You climb up the ladder and peer into the little window. Hello, is anybody there? The treehouse is empty, and by the look of the dust covering everything, it's rarely in use. There's a plate of food on a little table. You wrinkle your nose, but luckily it doesn't seem as though it's rotten. A stale piece of toast and a handful of dry beans. Some lunch. Right, we'll plant the beans, right? Beans are sort of like seeds, aren't they? You push aside a patch of soft dirt and cover the beans with it. There you go. Maybe something will grow 2 or 3 weeks from now. Isn't there a way to speed it up? I give it some water, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Here we give the bread to the fish. You dip the toast into the water, waiting for a bite. The fish lashes on and you pull it up. Got you. See you try and bite me now. Well, you say that, but the way it thrashes around, it might manage. You better hold it carefully. Alright, let's go give it to the boy. Here you go. Whoa, you actually caught one. No way. He hops off the dumpster, grabbing the fish out of your hands. It squirms and thrashes around, trying to get its sharp teeth onto him. Haha, cool! You hope it bites him. You root around in the trash for a while. This is a predictably horrible experience. You manage to fish out something useful. You manage to fish out something useful, though. An old, dirty watering can and a funny-looking crowbar shaped like a bunny rabbit. Cute. Alright, we know what to do with this, right? You dip the watering can into the moat and fill it up, eyeing the fish below cautiously. Just to be safe, you pull it back a little early. You doubt you'll need much more than this. You sprinkle a little bit of water onto the patch of dirt. Surely this will speed up the process. It's taking too long. Maybe a little bit more water. Ah, something actually grew. Those beans must have been flower seeds. It's a bit odd. But hey, you really must be good at this whole gardening thing. Or it's just a dream. It looks different from the other flowers. It must be special. You better take good care of this one. Oh, I grew a rose, did I? Oh, I can do this. Carefully, you reach up with the crowbar, and yes! You knock the board off. The door will open now, so long you can get by without being seen. A card. I have to start dancing or something. Excuse me. What? We're busy, you know. No, you can't get back into the castle. Well, what did you want? Ask for the cards. Do you have a deck of cards? Cards? What would you need? Actually, I do. Huh. Can't remember where I got them. You want them? How about we play a game for them? Okay. The guards take out the cards and shuffle them. They draw the first card and show you. It's an 8 of hearts. You got it. Now, all you have to do is guess if the next card will be higher or lower. If they're the same number, I'll count that for you too. Lower? The guard pauses before drawing the next card, really drawing out the anticipation. Ah! The 3 of diamonds, huh? Looks like you won. Here you go. I don't play cards much anyway. Thank you. Now I'll give them back to the kid. Hey! Those are mine! How'd you get them back? I won them in a game. Wow, thanks so much. Though, what is it now? I'm glad to have my cards back. I'd love to dance for you. But I'm a little self-conscious. I usually have a special costume. I got rid of all my accessories since I didn't have any use for them anymore. They wilt so quickly, too. My flower? Here, do you want this? Hey, where did you get this? This is perfect. This looks like the ones I used to dance with. Wait a minute. I have everything I need now. What do you think? Do you want to watch me dance? Alright, why not? Great, watch this. They move into the center of the town and begin. It's an elaborate routine. You're not really sure how they're managing to dance and juggle at the same time. Sure enough, though, all the fuss draws the guards' attention. Hey, hey, hey! What's this? You know you're not supposed to do that. Come on now, you're going to get us all in trouble. Knock it off. The guards have their weapons raised, but surely they're not actually going to hurt a child. You'll lead them to it. Now's your chance. Now's your chance. The guards are gone and the door's unlocked. But you can't seem to force yourself to push it open. What's the matter? Are you scared, Alice? I am. Don't make fun of me. I would never. The cat rubs against your knees, purring softly. It does not make you feel better. The queen sounds scary if I go in there. She can't hurt you. I promise you'll be fine. Besides, she might not be so bad. Maybe all she needs is a challenge every now and then. What? What does that... Come, Alice. The guards will be coming back this way soon. It's now or never. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you push the door open. It creaks loudly, and the sound sends shivers down your spine. You push yourself through the gap in the door, not willing to risk opening it all the way. But then you could see the cat slinking back off into town. Wait! Where are you going? Aren't you coming with me? Coming with you? In there? I'm afraid I can't go in there, Alice. What? Why not? You said you'd help me. And I will. I mean that. The moment I can make it back to you, I will, Alice. You have my word. There's a strange chill in the air. But now, how are you supposed to do this alone? You don't even know what you're after, not really. Now go, Alice. Your time is running out. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Startled, you let go of the door. It closes behind you with a sharp thud before you can stop it. You're alone. The castle is dark and quiet around you. You think you're going in a hall of some kind. There's nothing left for it now. You'll just have to keep going. You walk forward until you see lights coming through an open door. Peering into the room, you finally catch a glimpse of her. The woman on the throne. It's the woman from your dreams. You reach the end of the demo. Thank you for playing, and please keep an eye out for the full release. I want to know the full release. I mean, this is an Alice in Wonderland Fangame, but I am very interested in this still, and I'm glad I got to play it today. Thank you guys so much for watching, if you made it this far. I had a great time playing, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.